My earliest experience with hearing aids is probably when I was a resident and we would prescribe hearing aids for certain patients. They would get them and then they would come back and say, I never use that hearing aid because it just makes everyone too loud and it's in my drawer. But 26 years later, we have amazing technology now with hearing aids, and the hearing aids are so much better than they were. So we are still working on dispelling the rumors and the memories of other family members as they've aged about how hearing aids were in the past. But the hearing aids of today are very, very good. Decades ago, hearing aids were only using analog technology. And what I mean by that is they would just amplify any sounds. Nowadays, we have computer technology, we have chips, and the hearing aids can be programmed specifically to someone's hearing loss, and they can give someone a specific amount of amplification in each frequency, which is tailored to their hearing test. And that has been revolutionary. I think hearing aids are great. We know there are studies that show that if somebody has hearing loss and they're in the senior population, that aiding them with good amplification can stave off more cognitive decline. And this is being studied ongoing in other populations of cognitive decline, including Alzheimer's disease and other types of dementia. I think that anyone who has a hearing loss should definitely think about hearing aids. They are so small now and so powerful. You can control them with your phone when you go into different situations. You can even have Bluetooth to your hearing aids. So when somebody calls you, if you typically have trouble on the phone, you can stream the calls right to your hearing aids. That's just amazing. I have an audiology department in my practice, and most ENT practices do as well. And our audiologists work with our patients to fit them for the appropriate hearing aids. And they are very well versed in the technology. Constantly it's being updated and improved, and there are multiple companies. Every practice that you go to may work with different companies, and it may be just the preference of the audiologist, but a lot of them feel that a certain company has the best product for the money, but also the best software, the easiest for them to use so that it can be modified as needed for the patients. AirPods, when they first came out and up until the last couple of years, have been fraught with some issues because if people turn it up very, very loud, it can actually cause some sensory trauma to their inner ear. So we have seen patients in the office who develop tinnitus suddenly from listening to their music very loudly. So now with noise cancellation in the AirPods, that is a nice feature. But people generally need to be very careful. My general rule is I tell people if somebody next to you can hear what you're listening to from your AirPod, then it's way too loud. Well, what you have to understand about hearing loss is that it's not all the same. Some people have high frequency hearing loss, and that's very common as we age. And so if you are a patient who has that and you go to a crowded restaurant with a lot of background noise, it may be difficult for you to hear the people at the table. If you have that hearing loss and you get hearing aids, your audiologist should be able to program your hearing aid so that it can cancel out the background noise in the restaurant, and you can then clearly hear the people at your table. So there's a lot of excellent software that's been developed to help with these difficult situations. If you're a construction worker and you're wearing AirPods to cancel out the construction noise, that can prevent future hearing loss and tinnitus and damage from it.